What is up, Sooner Nation? Welcome back to the Sooner Surge. Here for a little recruiting update on your Thursday afternoon, lunchtime, midday video. If you're not part of what's happening on the Sooner Surge, make sure you subscribe, turn on your notifications, like and comment. Tell us how we're doing. Guys, let's get right to it. Could be a good news kind of day here today for OU with the Marcus James commitment being tonight, 6:30, I believe. Let's talk about Marcus James first, guys.
Yeah, Marcus James, 6'3", 210, listed as an athlete on 247 at OU. If that's where the decision is tonight, which I fully expect it to be, he will be playing linebacker at Carl Albert with Kevin Sperry, with Xavier Robinson, with those other guys at Carl Albert that are going to be Power 5 guys, probably OU commits as well. Moved there from the rival school, Bishop McGuinness, last year. And, guys, he's all over the field. He plays tight end for them. Again, he doesn't get the ball as much as the other playmakers there. And then you watch him play linebacker. Like, this guy has a lot of potential. He's going to be very good by the time he's in college. Like, right now, he's only a junior in high school. He still has a little over a year left of high school football before he's even close to getting on campus at OU.
Yeah, he's, comparable size-wise. What would you say, McCollum? How is he a guy that can play cheetah or no? What are you thinking? He's true linebacker.
I would expect him to be a true linebacker, but it wouldn't shock me with his athletic abilities to eventually move. But it's so far away. Like, what's the cheetah going to be like at OU? You look at the guys that they have just in this 24 class, so they're a year ahead of them. And Deshaun McCall is still here for another year. I don't think he would necessarily get that cheetah nod until maybe later in his career. But he is someone that, if need be, I have full confidence he could step in and do pretty well at it.
Well, and he plays both sides of the ball there at Carl Albert, that just proves his athleticism. And this is the guy that was highly recruited. He had offers A&M, Arkansas, big SEC schools there, along with obviously OU, which I agree with you, Hunter. I fully expect it to be OU tonight. I would be shocked if it's not. It's crazy to me, that Carl Albert team, how many loaded talent they have on that team. It's unreal.
They have 5 SEC future SEC players. That's never really happened in a long time in OK Preps.
And Marcus James, that's a cool name too, MJ. Great name. And hey, so hopefully that happens at 6:30 tonight. I expect it to happen. So let's transition a little bit. Grant Briggs, guys, talk a little bit about him. Still no decision there. Apparently visited Nebraska last weekend. Hopefully OU can get him in for a visit soon, maybe next weekend. We'll see. That would be great. I read some article where he wanted to take visits on the top schools again to make sure he makes the decision he wants to make. So
maybe OU needs to send in the semi. I don't know. I thought that was a move of desperation on Nebraska's part. And then the following weekend he visits there, and who knows how much momentum Nebraska gained and all that. I thought that was a kind of their last-ditch effort. But, of the schools in his top 3 of OU, Nebraska, Kansas State, Nebraska's the only one as of right now that's got a visit within the past month. So, but on Grant Briggs, it's hard to tell. You got to get him in before he makes that decision and let Bill Bedenbaugh continue to recruit him. I know Bedenbaugh went and saw him last weekend before the Kansas game.
Don't you think that the fact he didn't commit after visiting Nebraska bodes well?
Jeremy, I would think that, to me, that means he's probably going to take a visit. And that's kind of where I'm leaning, is that he probably will visit. And OU's got the home game next weekend. That would be to me, that's, if he's going to visit, it's going to be next weekend, because he's not waiting all the way till after Thanksgiving to visit Oklahoma. So it's going to be next weekend if he visits.
Big 12 scheduling makes it very hard, where next weekend's pretty much that only opportunity. I don't know how OU would be able to get recruits in on Black Friday. for an
Yeah, it
11.
would be very difficult. And you got these teams going through the playoffs in high school right now.
Yeah,
It doesn't
that's
help
something.
things. And his team's playing really well,
Yeah.
so they're still alive. So we'll see. But you really do, Hunter. I think, to me, OU's not landing him without getting him in. I'll say that. That's my opinion. I think OU can land him for sure. I just think another visit would be huge in that aspect because you got the visit that he just took Nebraska. Nebraska, Matt Rule is going to turn that program around, I think. He's doing some good things. They're starting to win some games. So I think you really need to get him in for a visit to kind of solidify your positioning there.
Yeah, Matt Rule's all over social media right
Yeah,
now.
saw that.
Uh, he's doing a good job there, I think.
I
the
agree.
way he's trying to change the culture, and it's not going to happen overnight there, but something's got to change for a former blue blood of Nebraska to be as good as they were for so long to now down in the dumps after Scott Frost. So I think Matt Rule is that guy for them, but really want to see Grant Bricks come to Norman, hang out with Beatonbow, because Beatonbow does really well on these offensive line. Like when it's an official visit, on the game day visits. I know we talked to Daniel Akinkumi after a week or so after his visit, and he was talking about getting to watch film with Beatonbow. Like that's the kind of stuff you don't get to do when you're just visiting him when he's coming to watch you play in your high school game. So if you can get him in for a game day, you get that Sunday morning to watch over the film from the previous day with them. That could be really huge. And another offensive lineman that, I mean, what's going on there? Eddie Pierre Luis thought he was coming to OU. He did not make that visit. Thought he was visiting UCF. According to On3, didn't make that visit either. So who knows what's going on in that recruitment?
Yeah, Hunter, that's just been a weird recruitment all around, I feel like. And in a different way than Grant Bricks. Grant Bricks is quiet. Eddie Pierre's been kind of quiet, but almost in a different way, I feel like. It's almost like, what's his play here? What's going on? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Right now, between those two, I would lean heavier that Bricks is a Sooner over EPL, my opinion. I don't know. I cannot find that radar on Eddie Pierre Louis. I just can't figure out what's going on there. And not taking either visit is kind of weird. I thought maybe not taking the OU visit because they were playing UCF. Maybe that was his reasoning. But then to not visit UCF the next week, I don't know.
Yeah, I think the OU visit was really a travel issue. I mean, it's hard for a kid from Tampa, Florida, to get to Norman, Oklahoma for an 11 a.m. kickoff.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how many flights are coming into OKC from Tampa, and if I had to guess, it wouldn't be that many. So you're very limited when you would assume he had a game the night before, so you're not done with your game, not home till probably 11 o'clock local time, and then to have to try to get on a plane to get to Norman. It's unfortunate, but that's what 11 a.m. kickoffs are, unfortunately.
Yeah, and, it's not hard to visit a UCF Tech game, though, Hunter, from where you live.
Yeah,
So that
other
could be telling.
thing. Like and again, I think that kind of looks good for OU there.
I agree.
That he didn't make that visit, because you should be able to get to Orlando. And again, that was an 11 a.m. or noon for them, the Eastern time game, so another hour. But you should be able to make that visit. It's an in-state visit, so really hard to tell. Would really feel comfortable to say that he's coming to OU if we can get him in for a visit. But I mean, again, same thing with Grant Bricks. You pretty much only have 1 weekend left.
That's right.
Any way you're going to be able to have a big recruiting weekend other than the local guys that aren't playing on Black Friday, because I know here in Oklahoma, I think Carl Albert's going to be playing on Black Friday.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pencil them in. Like, they're the best team in 5A. All those 6A schools in Oklahoma, they're playing on Friday, the ones that are still in the playoffs. Like, Black Friday is like semifinals, I believe, here in Oklahoma. In playoffs, they do it on that the middle of the day, and then night games too, kind of split them up. But you can't get to Norman at 11 a.m. for that. So hopefully OU doesn't get an 11 a.m. for West Virginia. A night game would be very, very nice. But I highly doubt it. Not even the fact that the Big 12 can't even make the decision is just, I don't understand the scheduling stuff, like the 6-day window stuff.
It makes zero sense, Hunter. And basically, the OU is going to get screwed in this. And say what you want about the scheduling and all the windows and all the one that makes more money at 11 o'clock. Listen, if they want to screw OU as far as recruiting wise, you schedule OU at 11. And listen, you're exactly right on the day after Thanksgiving. That can be a recruiting weekend because you got Thanksgiving, you got family stuff with those recruits that aren't playing in football. If they are, they're going that. If not, they got family stuff. So it's hard to do that the day after Thanksgiving. So if Bricks is coming, it's November 11th against West Virginia. Mark it down. Put it on your
same thing with EPL, I would say.
Same with EPL. If they're visiting, any visits that you're wondering, are people going to make visits or not, keep your eyes out November 11th. And keep your eyes out Saturday night or Sunday morning when they release the schedule of when OU plays, because that's going to make a difference too. But that will be the day to watch for. But tonight you got to watch for 6:30 p.m. tonight. Marcus James makes his commitment, looking good for Oklahoma there. He would be a great asset to that class, and that they already got started there. So big things ahead. Like you said, he's only a junior, so got a whole nother year to just grow and increase his stock. So should be hopefully a Sooner tonight. We'll keep you posted on that as soon as we get that info for you. But once again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Till next time, guys. Boomer.